My name is Roshan Mohammed. Welcome to Roshan's Delights. Today I'm making a Haleem that I've been making for the last 30 or 40 years. And all my friends like it, and I thought I'll share it with the viewers. It's my mother's recipe, which I have changed a little bit. But I do not use any lentils because it gives you a bit of gas in Ramadan. So I only use barley. So I will give you the ingredients, not in the same format, but as I cook, I will show you how to do it. The ingredients are fresh soup greens, ginger, garlic, lemon juice, oil, whole spices. This is the barley that was soaked overnight and then it was boiled for about 2 hours and ground. You can take a kilo or two and do it at the beginning of Ramadan or even now and then freeze it. So when you are ready for it, whatever amount you need, you can take it out of the freezer. So that would help. Then there's about 4 tomatoes here. And this is about 3 cups of jungle oats with a packet of soup green, thick vegetable soup. And then we have the main ingredient, which is a kilo of mutton. And then we have the spices is dana, chutney, haldi, salt, and zira. And now I will show you how to start this, and then I'll show you how you cut those chunks. It's very important to cut the chunks because when you liquidize the vegetables, it doesn't give you the same flavors. So I would advise you to actually chop your greens. It's much better. So we'll start now with the meat. So I'll take the oil now, and I'll put the oil into my pot, which you can see is a very big pot. This kilo makes about, I would say, 10 liters of soup. Get it nice and hot. And the first ingredient we're going to put is our garlic. So this is about 2 spoons, like a big spoon like this, but 2 spoons of garlic. And you wait for it to sizzle. That was your garlic and ginger. And you can hear the sizzling now, but it must sizzle quite a bit. To that, we add the whole spices. And the whole spices are cinnamon, about 3 or 4 sticks of cinnamon. And of course, your cardamom. So now we put the whole spices, which is cloves, whole black pepper, cardamom. So you'll see about 3 or 4 cardamom and about 10 black pepper, and about 8 cloves, and a few sticks of cinnamon. While this is sizzling, I'll bring the meat. This is a kilo meat, mutton. So you stir fry it for a while in the whole spices. So normally I don't have measurements, but today I'm going to measure for the viewers. It's about 2.5 tablespoons of haldi. About 3 spoons of crushed zira. and 3 full spoons of coriander. I'm going to let this braise again to let the spices infuse. And these are about 4 liquidized tomatoes. Put it in. Notice I didn't put the salt in yet. I'll put the salt a little later after it's braised. You can keep adding a bit of water. And this is boiling water. So you keep a pot of boiling water here so it makes it life easier for you. Now you add about 1.5 spoons of red chili powder. Now this must braise until you'll see the oil coming to the top. That means that the spices has been infused and you're going to feel the aroma coming out, or rather we can smell the aroma, which you can't of course. But this oil will come up and that will give you an indication that your spices are all infused and ready for the next ingredients. As you can see, the oil has come up and you can smell that the spices are tempered now very nicely. Now you can introduce your salt, which we're going to add by stages. First for the meat will be about 1.5 spoons. And the reason I use boiling water, because then you save time, because if you're going to wait for the water to boil in your pot, that will take another few minutes or half an hour. And if you've got boiling water, your work goes faster. Now I'm going to show you the vegetables. I've got chunky vegetables, which I insist that you cut them like this. Please don't put them in your blender, because if they get too thin, they don't have the chunky taste. So you're going to do this, and then you're going to cut it up like this. So I mentioned that we're using soup green, and then I use another extra 5 carrots, because I like carrot in the Haleem. It gives it a nice, lovely orange color. And carrots are very healthy, so you're getting a healthy soup. And the parsley, I put it in, but I just show you, just cut it up. The stalks must be cut finely. And of course, the onion, the green onion that comes with the soup green also must be chopped. And the carrots, I do them in different shapes. Like I'll cut them like this. So it looks pretty in the soup also, all different ways of cutting it. So now all the soup greens are chopped and ready, so we'll just put them in. With the extra carrots, I put in 2 raw onions, because when I bought the soup green, I found that that green onion was not enough. So these are the little tricks of the trade that you learn along the way, because I wasn't happy with the amount of onion there was. So I added 2 onions also chopped into the carrot, the extra carrot. And now you add the barley. And then you have to put in this whole pot, say about 4 liters of water. And it's coming to a boil immediately because it's warm water, or boiling water. Now you can see all the shapes of the vegetables. And lastly, we put the jungle oats and the packet soup mixture. These ingredients are in, but you need about at least 3 hours of cooking because you're making a soup, and actually you need to let all the ingredients get together, and it must become flavorsome together. You will notice when I plate it, my Haleem is not the regular thick Haleem. When I plate it, you will see it. So now we're almost at the end of our ingredients. The last ingredient will be another 4 liters of water, because this makes about 10 liters of Haleem. And we didn't put salt for the vegetables, so now I'm going to put in about 4 spoons of salt. And I'm going to put 3 juice of lemon. And then I'm going to even put the tarka in now. And if it gets cooking with the brown onion, the soup really has a lovely flavor. So I'm going to add this to it also, the tarka. So this onion was braised in ghee and oil, and there was a little bit of crushed zeera in it, and that you put over. And if it cooks together, it gives it a very nice nutty flavor because of the brown onion. And remember, onions have a different flavor in any stage that you cook. If you're cooking it, if it's sauteed, it will have a different taste. If it's browned, it will have a different taste. If it's translucent, it will have a different taste. So when you're cooking, you must know the science of cooking too. Now this is going to boil for at least 3 hours. So this is the Haleem. You'll see it's quite thick now. And we've plated it for you. And I'm using frozen coriander because it's summer and it's so scarce. So what you can do is buy coriander, and when you have a lot, you cut it and put it in a Ziploc bag, and it lasts you for months. I am now going to say Assalamu alaikum to you until we meet the next time.